then you guys can read the things that I posted. Oh. All right. So Canada, especially in the last few years, has been, a lot of Indigenous rights issues have been coming to the forefront. We started doing land acknowledgements in the last 2 years, or 4 years, I guess, since Trudeau came to power. And in the video we just watched, we talk about Indigenous communities and, things that they have to deal with that, most Canadians don't have to deal with. Even fresh drinking water, things like that. Again, things we take for granted. We think, oh, Canada is good for that. Not actually. Again, is Canada following the Charter of Rights and Freedoms that we have? We're getting better, right? But it's absolutely nowhere from being a blanket, policy for everybody. In Australia, they have Sorry Day because in Australia they did the same thing with the residential schools that we did, and never apologized to the Indigenous community for what had occurred. You guys ever heard of a band called Midnight Oil and a song called Beds Are Burning? If you've heard the song, you know, or even if you don't know the name of it, you totally know the song. That song was a big hit in the 80s, and the whole song is about the residential schools and the Apology Act, or that they've always trying to push for in Australia. They have a funny part of their history. Once when they had a far right leaning prime minister, he was asked, what's your favorite Midnight Oil song? Because Midnight Oil, the band, is like a really big song in Australia. They have more than one hit there. And he said, Beds Are Burning. But he was also one of the politicians that refused to say sorry, apologize. Silly things that happen with politicians, right? Of course, women's rights are a huge thing. In Canada, even today, there's women make 73 cents to every dollar that men make. And, it's not as black and white as that, because there's a lot of factors that go into that, right? That number. Things like maternity leave. They account for women not working while on maternity leave, but they still average in the number. There are many, many industries in Canada where women make more than men. For instance, my wife is a chiropractor, and there are more women chiropractors than men, and on average, more money made in the female community in that regard than males. So we're not there yet. Obviously, we're absolutely not there yet. The LGBT community has been fighting for rights for a very long time. Only, in my time, they legalized gay marriage, in certain countries in the world, most countries, it's still illegal, not only just to marry, but to be gay. And, once we have the rights of everybody around the world, that's the only time when we're going to have true rights. So it's good that countries have their individual rights, but, we need a bigger picture for that, right? So, in the criminal code in Canada, it punished, homosexuals for many ways that you might not even know, right? The age of consent is a big issue right now. We talked about it the other day. There are people fighting on both sides, as we discussed, for all of these rights. And sometimes, people wonder, like, why are people against giving rights to certain people? And it doesn't make sense to them. And then, often it's because their religion or because of this or that. But again, it's hard to be in the mentality to walk a mile in someone else's shoes, as they say, on both sides, right? To understand. But as long as we have people fighting for rights, then that's how rights become given. Children, huge thing. We talked about the we movement. Craig Kielburger, unfortunately, me or we or whatever his company is called is totally done now. Big thing had to do with COVID and the big scandal that occurred this summer with them and the Canadian government. But he was in school. He went to our board, I think, Brother Andre, I think, and basically read an article about kids his age working in factories. And he said, wow, this is still happening in the world. Canada had already implemented children's rights at that point, but even today, if you're under 16, you cannot work in a kitchen. You can only have part-time jobs until you're a certain age and things like that. And there's a big reason for it because of the abuse of power, right? So let's look at this question here. Why has there been an increased emphasis on concept of human rights in democratic societies? What is it about democratic societies that, bring to light human rights?
That everybody's equal.
Okay. Meaning?
I was gonna say that in a democracy, you get to, choose who you have in government, within the government, and you can also challenge legislation. So within a democratic society, as we, grow and as society shares what they think is wrong and open up to, everything in history and not wanting to repeat it, we've seen an increase in, say, lobby groups or people challenging past democratic laws that don't apply anymore today.
Yeah. And we have a voice. We're allowed to, we have one of our rights is to have a voice and to talk about issues in a democratic society. Dina?
I just wanted to say, but the interesting thing is that, in ancient civilizations, none of these were exactly frowned upon. There were lots of civilizations where people were homosexual or they had interracial marriage. So I don't know if it's just democracy.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's do rights become something that are given to people in or can people fight for rights in non-democratic societies?
No.
No?
Well, I mean, they can, but at high risk.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, right? I mean, if a lot of countries, if you say anything that's against what the official narrative is, then good luck, right? Okay, so yeah, well, it's already 2:30. Take a look at these, documents for the rest of the class. I did post more things. These are questions. Some of these are kind of just like prompt questions, but read, everything that I posted. There's only really 2 articles. A lot of these are just kind of lists and things, but yeah, just take the time to read what I posted and things like that. Sound good?
We have to do questions for homework?
Pardon me?
So we have to do questions for homework?
You know what? Again, then it's not an assignment, but, take a look at them, get your own brain working with them. That's the point. I want you guys to, think about what's happening in the world and things like that, right?
Okay.
Cool. All right. Any questions? Comments?
I
Yes.
was wondering when we were going to get a CPT.
You know what? Probably pretty soon. Let me see if maybe I can, because it's Friday. maybe I'll see. Give me 1 second here. Where is it? Do.
Sir, when we start going in class, how many people are going to be in a class?
It's a good question. I don't have a list in front of me, but probably 15 or so per class. That's what my other class has, like 15 people in it right now. Isn't it max 15? No, it's unfortunately not max 15. But it is, okay. All right. Well, how about I post the CPT right now, because I realized that, yeah, you're right. You need time to do it. So give me a second. So basically it's an essay with a topic, and you just write one. I just have to change the name of it. It's very much open. Oh, crap. Okay. When should we make it due?
November 11th.
I don't know when the marks are due. That's the problem.
So it should be due in March
In March?
or when COVID ends. Just to, like mark it.
Maybe November 1st.
What date is November 1st?
November 8th.
Because he still needs time to mark it.
True.
All right, so
Second favorite number is 4, so November 4th.
November 4th is a Wednesday. Okay, fine. Let's do November 4th. Done. Posted. Now, let's go through it a little bit so we can...
Wow, we're actually going to stay the whole class.
We're actually going to what?
I said we're going to stay the whole class.
It's going to be weird seeing the whole class.
It hasn't been bad. Like, it hasn't felt long today. It felt really short, actually.
Well, good. I mean, we got to keep it fresh and relevant. That's why I like to teach what I teach, and I don't teach math. No offense to math teachers.
Probably because we watched a 45-minute video, too.
Yeah, that's right.
Sir, I actually feel bad for math teachers.
Why is that?
Because a lot of people are like struggle in math, so they just have to like.
Well, and now especially like cohort C in math. Okay, so basically, this is not the concrete list. Obviously, forget about. Hold on, Mrs. Westacott. Jesus, give me a second. Let me fix that.
Are we supposed to pick our topics and like type it in?
Okay, so just open up the politics guide. Wait, hold on. I have to redo it. Sorry, ask your question again.
So do we pick the topic and then like type in the class comments what we want to do?
Yeah, and then I'll put them into the thing again, underneath.
Crap, I'm trying to get my comment in.
But yeah, so give me a sec. I'll post it again. But you don't have to stick to the topics listed. My computer is very slow right now. One of 3 computers I deal with during this class. Come on. Where is it? Okay. No. Download as PDF. Is it working? Come on. There it is. Okay. All right. Done. Choose a topic. Let me know.
Sir, I want to do number 11.
Who said I want to do number 11?
Anthea.
Anthea wants to do number 11. You know what? Yes, because it just makes it more equitable, I think.
Sir, can I do number 14?
You know what? Just post it in the wall. I'm gonna do here. There, done. Wait. Okay. So just post your thing there, and then first come, first serve. Okay. Oh, people already did it. Geez. Okay, well, I'll try to update those ones that have already posted it there, but post it in the wall that I just did it.
Sir, did you delete the list of topics?
Oh, it's in the big document.
Oh, okay.
Connor. Panta, you still want number 11?
Yeah.
Wait, are we picking topics right now?
Yeah. You know what? It's fine if you take the same topic, whatever. But try not to.
Sir, do we have to pick it now?
No.
Okay.
No, you don't have to pick it now. But I'm just writing those down now. Okay, cool. So yeah, have fun. You know, there's only a little bit of time left in class, so if you don't finish anything that you did, I'll give you time on Monday, okay, to read more of those documents, okay? I told you, I don't like giving homework. Sound good?
Sir, are we allowed to change our topic over the weekend
course
or
you can.
no?
Yes.
Whatever we commented. Okay.
No, that's
Thank you.
fine. Oh,
Mm,
23. Yes, you can switch if you don't like. Yes, Leighton, I guess so. I didn't want to, but it got all weird and then Now you can. Okay. Yeah, if you don't have it right now, that's fine. Just post it on the post topic. Oh, 11 people already wrote it down there. Jeez. Did anybody do it double there? Oh, now I have to do it, look at 2 lists. Way to make my life easy. Who's Yun Jae Ma again? What's your name again? Jacob? Okay. I'll just do 40. Oh, yeah. I can do 2. Okay, so Jethro. Cool. All right. Post it on the thing if you on the actual stream pass page from now on. Okay. Have a great weekend, everybody.
You too, sir. Bye.
You
Have a
too,
good
sir.
day.
Bye. See you Monday. Bye.
Give you time on
sir.
Monday. Yeah. Bye.